If you're back junction, ship house, and Cranco DSTV, Benyayan, or channel 360, Samsung, Facebook, and social media handles are who in Nano, Yakasebo, Echegu, Ewo. I said, I ever come a this way chocolate drink and then the coffee drink. This way 1, 2, 3. Best point saving saloons, best assurance. You two chine, need for food, need tobacco, and a special ice in special drink. So, Monsieur Asema, because we Midday Bramana, the bedding market be, and it says, Said ye Nimono, Yen Yanamon Cran for Homo Wafashano. Omude ahihye so eba anisa anu nti no fina kwei no enya de adede yubia no ebekoso won kramante mo na sankransa ase so ye ne mpanyifo ewo gamanche ahifie bi din komo ade afasa ensemi ho na wo mensa na hene na kasa yi wo kire se feels the country woma wo mo kire so man mu aye din na aban hwe no wonsiesie no aban eni da so ne so obehwe no wonsiesie to bi anka na koma emfa entu ne yam na fe ye ko adanso a adi anadum pay for that to do chirim se du ba bia atorenche bi eba no ye nipa na yesu ne ban ye ne yoye na ye de ma no eba tie hwe na sade no yensi ano na asamba ko a edika na edihwe na ye bebo hu dero UTV ya fatu hu se ye behwe na de ma bia ye ma ne ense ni ntino UCC University of Cape Coast omonkorabata ba ko a ewo emfifi mantem ayagunanya krom dan kakra kesi wo pa epro no amanfo wo kire se ebe empanifo hwe na wo munye hu pipi wei ene nsamado bi ene agudie mu nsam ena me Agya Kwabena ye de asoma me a me som ena awie afi kasebo no emu ensam nie ensanchofo dwumade bi koso mo mensa na heno nyafo kanoforiata ene kokasaye na ni nyina gina ekuo bi a anasaganafo bi aka mo abom ayankorankore a wo mo kire se wo manu adin nti abanhwe na wonsiesie no toto niam ye eye feels the country for no wo mo samon ka ye nyina enim se de si koba na mensa na hene kasa no de to ya kire mu se wo mo samon maka na abanyate ni nyina na aban ba ni fom de bia de niam egu akwam se na be ya ganafo ye ho ebetumi ahenha yen enti maganafo ensurukura.
I acknowledge that these are challenging times for many of us, and we, like almost all the countries in the world, are living through the worst economic crisis since 1918, the Spanish flu, and certainly since the Great Depression. Africa may potentially lose a decade of its economic growth because of the intervention of the pandemic. A time that has put a great burden on the necessities of lives and livelihoods never before seen in our recent history. Unfortunately, these external shocks have heightened Ghana's perennial problems, which we are committed to address as an administration. In extraordinary times, you should expect exceptional leadership from your administration or government. I truly believe we cannot ensure exceptional leadership without a collective effort from all of us. So I commend the youth for calling on government and leaders to be at their best. This shows the patriotism of Ghanaian youth, echoing the president's call to be a citizen and not a spectator. You have elected us to solve the problems that face this country. We will continue to work with you and other stakeholders to do just that. The good people of Ghana have given us a mandate to get things done. For us as a government, this is a clarion call for a national conversation on the shared burden to renew the social contract of our democracy. At its minimum, we should ensure social justice and social mobility for all Ghanaians. At our best, we should open for all Ghanaians an economic system under which each citizen shall be guaranteed the opportunity to show the best in him or her. As I always have said, I will commit to working to fix those structures that will set Ghana on this path to a righteous economy that ensures open access and property ownership for all. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Ya nyina dem se du afahye du brea na ye nuanom nkrafo so aya na wo mo ehyefa eno eye homowo de du sa absana sa afahye de beduru so kra no emra ene hyehyeye a na nanom de ato woni se dede ye bia nya de sese ekoso eno nti no gamanche na ye takuchuru ono ye kintakuchuru ono ene ye ni so ye gamanche ote adwom sese no woda tudwa ene atrankonwa kire se fi sabire ko na ekwe no dede ye bia no sese koso e won kramante mu ha na yenko amano so na ye ne kasamafo ni kwe jani eni nkomo emfanfa sensemu ni ofa na twamane aba ana yesa
obeka se womba ne Jane Omane
womba ni Jane Omane yo ni ofa na
Omane akla
mese da be fie no ma be hia ni ye pa me da ase me pa chaw dede ya na ye ka ho asem no ye ne na hya ase na se da be na be hya ase
me pa chaw amamre ne koso ene until by the end of today legally na ahya ase
woka end of today na say by midnight ana the soon do mienu
by 6 p.m.
I see enti na say fi anumre na nyonsia ko no nyomo bo ni dede yo no yabra
amamre na koso anopa no 6 until we are expecting everybody who has anything to do with noise making to see by 6 p.m.
Ukasa amamre na akoso a na say na makogu nsa se na be ambetumi ahya se na ye ka dede yo no a dede yo ben sa ho asam na moka
anything that is BBA related to noise making, be check service, be be our bar or bonyum, or be out in Fika now bonyuma. Yes, said this time the Ghana Traditional Council are very serious on those things because maintenance we say most of you don't go according to the rules and regulations in the Ghana land. The amamre to hot and I the shishaye to akwama. People don't actually want to go according to what have been decided on. Isiano, Yanya Nkanhene, Yanya a chief of the Ghana kingdom. We've had our own king who is Midday the second, and he's doing all his best to put all the Ghana states together. To do that, we are pleading with every citizen in the country, say, Ombom Homodin say, Emradia Yedia to Kwam say, Mundisono, Mumbom Homodin, Namundiso. Any form of noise making, any form of noise in any form should be withheld. Any other problem here, yes, Remo.
Wokasa mo pe conflict bia obabi a na opa kire sense aye a mokasa mo bia mo ntwene nye dede a ebinu mo ya sobra che eye ne saa na se this time around no obi obabi eti saa no asotwe bi wo ho a mo de be ma no
see I know we've involved all the security services. Police are going around, soldiers are going around, and then we have people from the traditional council that has been mandated to go around. Or mona won't they will steal your stuff and then bring it to the palace. Yes, Remo. Say yen ye ba asante memoir. With the manatuwa, ye sure say ye so. You don't break your rules. We are asking for the respect to the stool. Yes, Remo I feel there. The person use the opportunity way. I want to talk to my fellow journalists, my fellow media men. No one should speak against the state, the king. No one should
ni me pa cho kasa wo fom na wakatwi se de be ya yen etiefo etie yen
no nkrani entimi embe kumase embe ka ni ope ekire asantehene yenye sa ubia nkrani entimi be kumase embe kasa ni ope insult, stand anywhere and throw words of insult to the king. We also demand the same respect on our land. We are demanding the same respect on our land. We have a king now, and that should be recognized by everybody in Accra. Give him the maximum respect. As a journalist, make sure I will be on air, speaking against the chief or the traditional council. You wouldn't find it easy. We will take you on. We will show you the power of the Ghana Traditional Council. You are on our land. Every journalist in this country should take notice. Don't say anything you don't know.
Na ayi de yo ne journalist asamu de journalist say ye journalist tun ko edede meti ayi me ni drink ba bia na makobo nwumo me ni asore na makobo asore nwumo asore dem mo ntino what has that to do with journalists?
And I'm say with the journalists, I'm done with the the noise making. But another thing that came up during the meeting with the government is to sanitize the way people talk against the Ghana kingdom. and then obi free radio so a okasa kra kasa tia penyimfo okasa tia nana okasa tia ohene okasa tia mpenyimfo a yahihye omu se omu di oman no so. We the Ghana kingdom, we are not taking it anymore. No one should insult the king. No one should insult any Asafuache. No one should insult any Japeche. No one should insult the Nai Ulomo. If you have a problem, go to the Ghana Traditional Council, or you can call me. We will explain it, and we'll make sure we work and sort things amicably.
Peace. Okay. Back to noise making. No, they no you know. Breben and amo. Say time baby. If you are not past 6, complement number 6. Now you now from 6 evening to 6 in the morning. Which we did know. And I say all day 24 hours. For how long?
All day 24 hours. All day 24 hours. So the ban is lifted. It's 1 month. So the ban is lifted. When the ban is lifted, there will be rituals. After the rituals, you can do all the noise that you want. All activities will still go on.
Obi baby sasa, what's the benefit of sa aye ban say amamre kwanso no emfa so ben e na ede ma Gan State no nyina so ben e na wo honti a Gan State no e tu sana mo yi.
E pe se mi bi sa wa sem free time a wo ba agunkan no wo hu se na mata wo pumuda.
Enam.
What you say you see na ma short to pumuda.
There be.
What you say you see obi agria de wa kra ade man to fida. What he said, there has been a trouble or misunderstanding between the Ghana State. These things are the benefits. We pray to the sea of the gods of the sea. We pray to the gods of the land. We pray to other gods. They have representatives here that pray to them for a peaceful year and a peaceful festival, so that our main aim, which is hooting and anger, would always be hooting and anger. Come everybody kunumu yempese obekwapo ayenyanam you be exporting fish from other places. It means certain petty things. They are very necessary. They are rituals that are being done for the gods of the land.
Entina se fina kwapem bosumi bakwa da nemu de bia ne we se koso ansore dede yeso mujai drinke ba fo ne so mujai yi yo dede gbumbran so mujai ni nyina.
We dede man kan wa mani.
Okay. Yebeda CP ni kwejani na ye kasamafo edema gamanche ti se de wosie esisudua no ena nwumre no nsia eko bosumi bakwa da nemu yi dede yo bebrebe dede yo ekoso drinke ba hodo disco foi eyiyo nsore edwabo dede yetwam obi biara obe bibia etia dia Gan State no eka no so de okire mu no asotwe mu odin pa ena omode ebema no entini twa amanyaba emsafe na satam no esa meka no twa amanyaba yeda ase ye konsa fufuro mu so ate badwako bi enipa nwotwe ne womu womu ena eba so fuku a betu eyemra se badwam no dwumedi ahodo mu die ni nyina no betu omfo ede afa ho.
Except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties.
Except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties.
Abajoko modwuma ne samudi efutuo ene hyehye ebeye adwuma abo ahwe ama asoye ya mo ene hwemra hyebedwa dwumadi ahodo so atumpon akonanim enipa nwotwe ena ewoma ebi ene onmunyafo seche mesabonsu osoafo da asoye na no Dr. Evans Agri Dr. Yaw Boadu Ayeboafo ene wonom keka ho na enamso emonmunyafo seche mesabonsu kasaye echiremu esemu abano omunya dwumade enhwe mpagya asoye no.
It's parliament that is the bulwark of our democracy. So a ministry responsible for parliamentary affairs exists to really enhance our democratic governance. That is how it is. Yes, we interface with the legislature. We interface with the constitutional bodies. We interface with the other arms of government, the judiciary, parliament, and the executive. So we can't depend on you going forward to shape our democracy. Increasingly these days, somebody put something out there in the media and it's driving the course of discussion. Should that be the case? Oftentimes it's not premised on anything, on any research. Somebody's suggestion. And then for 1 week we are, as a nation, is driving us to an enclave of unnecessary discourse. But it's because we are not allowing our society to be driven by informed matters. I believe that we have a very credible assemblage of personalities that are going to bring their knowledge, their wisdom, their experience to bear.
Dr. Yawbuedu Ayeboafo awo no yotitinani Edema National Media Commission onoso ekasaye.
On behalf of the members, the pledge that I make is that we are going to look at the interests of Ghana beyond our individual interests, and so that collectively we can look back years after we have left this position and see the growth of the ministry, and then we can point that we also made a contribution. And I think that that will be the biggest testimony that will have ever come to us. On that note, we accept to graciously serve on this advisory board and to ensure that the ministry does what is in the best interest of the people of this country at all times.
Kwabena watinsia clerk of parliament ono eka abidwako no ono nsamo de etu edwa eni.
I have noticed over time that there's some lack of appreciation and understanding by the various MDAs of the role and operations of parliament. And of course this brings up some challenges in the functioning of the system. So hopefully this opportunity gives us the chance to interface better with MDAs and have some liaison officers and all that from the various MDAs to support the ministry and eventually the work of parliament.
Dr. Joyce aye mame pani o magana mu a wagidini ye wabinye pa na ye ka aye nkitahudie na afisi ye totototo niama hihye niama wo man mu a wabin papa mame de futu ma insurance companies awudo ni nyina se sisi COVID-19 abai covid adawuro menti no enya de etumi ko se wuni na meni ohwe manim na mhwe wanim nkitahudie na eta koso aye abefo kwan na de ye nti wo mo fa sa kwan no so na mo tram Kwabena mu wo sa abefo kwan didi nsawoso no so betumi aboma insurance so etumi akonani.
Manager and communication consultant Dr. Joyce Aye edi atu insurance companies ahudo nanim some for abefo tintafidie suni omanfo enkasa enikita ho eno ebebo achense dibia no ombekọ nkrofo office akọchecho mu nsemu edi akire won wase ebra coronavirus ne bai na mayehu se enipa ne nipa enta enhia eno enti abefo tintafidie na edi ahi obi biara emfa ne ho nhim ne beyeye edi amayempa Wadin semwe etudwa ebra na 13th and 14th graduation ekoso edi Amagana Insurance College eno enkran.
Onse nansa so for cry digitize. Onse kaneno na ye preach because we TV. But nansa onse ubeko YouTube, ubeko Facebook, ubeko Twitter, ubeko sanyomen nyina na ma enyoma koso. Nti say de digitization no aba eboa yemfanye adwuma oman Ghana hia say adwuma betumpon na oman na yeye nti sa na make catch insurance companies na maka che yenso timamufo no insurance hu hia o ehu hia eye bindbo yense aban nkwada bi na wo aso yese obo ho ban say manyi eden nyame be freme nanka ahyase no mitumi eye insurance se me kwa me ba no mra ankeye say manyi dodo nti no moa me pensions kan enso enu nti nia meka ne se ye wo ye mrante ebre mu nyina na yakai se ye tua insurance ema yankasa ya brabo life insurance ye tua ma ye dan kakra ye tim ye tua ma ye car na ye tua ma ebra na me beto nsa afre ye no a omu woni oma bebre so me de nia minim na me kan ebeboa ye
na
ye kwa sante mantema na offense no for assembly no ene nananom atrakonwa wo ho na fe forestry department da dwumade bi do mo hwede aboa sare be ya obete badwaku bi na offense ɛyɛ kwa biritu wɔ hɔ no ɔbɛhwɛ na nipa bɔnfo bi enkonko wura mu ntwitwe nua ne nsɛ kwae no sɛ de ɛte ɛwɔ mmea hodo bi no
Abra UTV Central ne abankra chepanyino wo ofenso North Mensin mu kasa no onmunyamfo David Akwesi Asareboache adodo na friend adwumawura kyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ ensuo ene mframa jampantudo aya na enemu no a ɛya na etumi do how bebre ɛbate tru no ne Mensin mu eno nti no wafa to no ho so sɛ wodua enua bɛsɛ empem ahenum a ne nyina no wo mu ebedua na ebetimi aboa wei no kokyerɛ sɛ wɔhene baako ɛna etwe n'adwen gyina so ama wotu anamon yi
sɛ yɛhwɛ ya ɔman no ɛbɛsɛn ensuo a ɛtɔ no mframa ɛfa no ɛnya asɛm ketewa mpani ampa ɛna ɔmampani nso so de to so sɛ ampa ɔba bɛ lunch no 1st June nyame adom ɛnɛ yɛhyia forestry officers ne nyinaa ɛne education director ne amanfo nyinaa yɛhyia stakeholders meeting ayɛ a yɛdecide sɛ ɛpɛ sɛ yɛdua enua bɛyɛ sɛ 500,000 wɔ Finson of ne edikan the Shishaya Sana or Mampani Diano Abaso.
Yenim says Siano because of women such an then be na apa no we are frail until Green Ghana project a Yadia Ba Yabesem na ya dua across the district the minim say ya dia boa ama excessive deforestation no yasanya forest ewa hase minim say basa so a disasters a yenya no offense of hase so ebetia akofom
esese nyina ya boa ni tua na mo na wo ye meme ye obi kura gatam ye fia no twen sesum na yo beba bepra me wa so obeti ya fapra ya fra boa no obeti ma pia kakra wo nim wo to protect welfare wasi as wo twen se obi en emeye ma no
president in the Ministry of Lands and Forestry Honorable Jinapo Edano in the launch 2021 Green in Ghana this year. Ebe end June ya. Omo say the whole year in India 5 million the whole country. Na forestry district na why ofin so ha nyina ahya no. Omo my 100,000 say India. Na ese ba. Na ebe 100,000 na omo de my no. Say the bisi achama institutions, individuals, organizations. No munina atua edua na yesa kyerɛ mu de hia sɛ edua
na nan ban for den panyefo wa adan de atodwa kyerɛ nso mo na agye papa pasa aban atumi aboa ama ada songo bebi etu nkyene no adwuma na san asɔre bio
de meka kyerɛ me manba adanfo ne adanpanifo youth no especially ne sɛ mesrɛ mu enidie mu ma obia endada omu emfa electrochemical media omudi wadan ade ba ko mo complain wo ho ne se omunya akwanya ma omo so omunya nkyen ni bi ukohwe avakpe na ukohwe kosema investor no ye mpenifon se yeso ye dwen ye man ho ti ye nka se obi mbefa ejuma ni nyina a onya akwanya ma emebu no mo so omunya bi nye da bi nti ene na atena se aka ama o create community pants e di ama communities na obeye ni pan ni nyina wom no obedi kan ye create community pan ama om no mo so menya kwan o ma ye adwuma ne bi nti mo ma nipa ba ko mienu bi a o mo dwen o mo ho o mo dwen o man ni mpuntu ho no endada o mo politicians ana obia san say politics epese ewrade no a emboaye politician ahe no be ma 4 years no be ma 20 Ghana no wa ma t-shirt ba ko be ye dededi mechi nanso electrochemical juma ya ba se nyina ye baako odo entiase ye di pian investor na chi a in the next 4 years no say politician bi e ba ye nche de boni ni di versan say yenso ye betimi di ensan hye ye botom na ye yi sa 20 Ghana cedis na bi a ye be vote based on policies based on development a ye nkohwe say bia nipa na ba no ma 20 Ghana mini bia medie nti magina medinechi ye be hwe impuntu juma ene ye de be bre Ghana ene adaman no asana ya to yaba.
Basically, yede Ponsu fi about 3 to 4 kilometers away. Na ye movie in Suna de Beduha. Na yede ba yede fa through pans. Na ya crystallize. What we want from the brine and our concentrated seawater is sodium chloride. So once we are able to extract that, we achieve our aim. The area more manful. Oko baby yefa punsuna the friend intake na or friend lolonya many workers say we hiensu a yema won ye pese ye permanent structure de bia we hiensu a ye be ma won.
There's a huge opportunity here to make a lot of salt, certainly to be Africa #1 and maybe in the top 5 in the world in terms of volume. So we're talking about probably 2 million tonnes a year as possible of the very top quality salt, of the premium salt in the world. And that's the secret, is to make the salt of such a quality that it gets a premium export. That brings all the revenue into the country and makes it much more attractive.
EPA, Mitchell Environmental Protection Agency, ku a wo mo hwe ye na metwe ho ahia ye hwe se ombetumi aye na yabo ho ban na nkra ha no mo mo hye da nimi ahodo bi na no na mpanyifo da ku na no ehye na saso ya na no hye se omo bedane mu on be pete mana commence ni se na be boa amo adwuma no obi an so betumi de no hagye mo bi.
Empanyinfo omoda Environmental Protection Agency mekire EPA adwumakuo no omode na wotwe baako ene ba probo e wasantema mansini ahodo ene enwuma ahodo ehwehwe enema nhyehyeye a omo ahyehye ato se wo ye adwuma bia ebenya nsunsuanso obo ade bobre so a e wo se otimi edi nhyehyeye so na wotwe wieye ene sa probo no eba awieye a onimonyamfo Dr. Henry Lawyer Kwabena Kokofu a wo ye kwankyerefo panyi oda EPA no ene empanyinfo ede kopiemu e wa asokwa na timba companies ahodo a ewo ho no okosra omo no hwe enwuma na omo eye no na no ena adwumadie no eba awieye wone nsamtwefo twetwe nkomo a ode ensem yi etu edwa
Locks and Lumber Limited omo expand omo scope papa na ne nika ne abefo technology a omo de aba omo adwumayem kane na kenua pieces be say 2 inches ne 2 feet ne 3 feet e nyina ne atugu ne omo technology omo kekani nyina si ani the board no not only for local market but for international market. Now, omo finishing line so idea enika. Nyina kwobwa ema omo dwumadi ekoso ama environment no so ne ho enkonkokyere no. Enu nti omo yade edu omo asusudua ama other timber firms aka omo ye plywood, omo ye veneer, rotary veneer, slicing veneer, any all manner of things omo ye. Afi efficiency in wood utilization. Omo mandua no ho abamfaso. Kane no timber firm say no omo ye adwuma ne nua no bebre aye waste na ya befa dodo na akọ se de ko soja anan ya tutu agu ba bi basa ne de nyina omo put to good use. Eno na ye hwehwe. Eno na be ma sustainable production line. Ebe ma forest no ho ato no kakra. Ebe ma nwuma no so abu. Ebe ma environment no so ate. Eche se ye koye nim no mani ekoye. Asantema mu hade ye metimi aka nse adwuma kese ba ko a ye nu adwuma a aka ni. In fact Ghana nyina nti se eboa won mo ye o madwuma ni ye na environment no ho ankotechima eche se ade papa.
Eno echi na YouTube nsamtwefo ene empanyimfo no baako a da eye tima company a EPA fo empanyimfo akohwe se wo mo adwuma na wo mo edi no enhyehye na wo mo disu ana se wo mo nisu no owura Richard Kugbela eso etwetwe nkomo ma wo kire mu sei
motive eni amrabi a ho bia hase ye di mra no so na company no akoso mo who say timber companies bebre agu years back no from LLL to Atonsu ni nyina ye timber companies you see adani foam companies, filling stations. And here's a yabua na yesu yeguso educating workers no what they should do and what they should not do. You say a Juan Ghana, kakra oho na here's a yabo dia abo ahubai na aboa obia meda odnaba asi. Say MC obai no who acquire yefaso daddy ni mom. I'm very pleased with him. Any problem here ni regional director ha. I believe the bakasa. Na hu akwai we faso Locks and Lumber ni EPA ebeyewa
ye fi asante mantema na ye ko bunu ismantan mu na ye ko kintampo north amane ba saka kire se aginama hoden ahoma enamu eye senator kan power line de ahoden enamu ankasanka etumi emanyina mahoden no eba no nkrofo fie na ebi hihye na kwantimpo nso na nenam na mframa kobɔ na ebiti a bonum na ebitumi asi ani tamafo de adesade to VR ani net company for anim sanim anim ya ahoma no munyi fi bebi efiri no ededa no no mfanto ba fufuro enfama omo
sa polu we aba besi we polu we mani brepa won besi polu yi na ma to foundation simo mun su fon chinchina on besi mi do mu ko tamale nso still maka bibia enti fie no kura si ho saa ma moso ti nanu ya na me bo fie no so ma ya bre oma jimiska viare fo jimiska oma jimiska ansin wa jimiska ska ko ande minima no wa jimiska so betu ponu ba wa ntu ponu maka bibia bre ma ya bre na me bo fie no so
o hwe the entire Kintampo a most of the pools no o man plant no yi na woni hwan koka nti amaja yesi egumu sa ntimi nka hwe na sa pool ye wo machi be si haya isunkwa sa service pool yi asenyi na pro ana nsempo VR bra mo sesa new meters no wono mo antman sesa area ha simply because sa pool mu ntimi mfo emfa meter mo so de sa fie se meter yo munya bi omunya sa meter no bi light mpo ebo pool no ho no ena sense honom no se mframa kitikiti bi mpo a pool betima abu ebu so a e de ha na bebreye wa service pool no e fie 7 ha fie be 10 ena connected on this particular pool na mo yatu na mo bia via the phone to enka ho hwe omo so ba be hu ahu se the pool no tie na mo me ne asem le man kasa no asem le man ka kire me se via the phone so no benya sika ko to pool dia onko to pool no na mo bra me chenyi mfama area hafo na mo I don't think say ya sede e via da sede wa service no mo mine service no nye free we are paying for the service I don't think na ma o my service na bibi de eto chima be say na isa kokoto pool no be hwe honom
enne me wura huye because bra me be ya assembly ma me tu betina fi ha no me hu sa problem ma me ne me ma me kasaye ama obo me ma na say emre bi atwam ko mo de case no ko court yetu ho na mo me ankasa me tu ho na mo ko VR senko metu po no o ma metu ye ko assembly then MC ya wo ho no so follow up nso o ma metu po no nte du tam ya me hu no say deliberate na light for no o mo eye ne ze mane age ho pa say mo ankasa mo ate ho asama mo to na mo abam nde me hu say MC so esan ba ye current MC e ba ye ebe boa mo motimi atu ho na mo ye so mo say yemfa sa plan ba nte me free ha me ko ye ma me no ho na me na ko kasa na age sa plan no de ama fiscal plan for no mo ma behwe na se de se o mo ye bi o motimi aye no mo ka varanda na ye wo ha no because Kintampo ha no na ye nsuo ntema ya ereti sa wo se de be ya nsuo emfa because nkola e wo fi ha nti ya nye bibisa na se nsuo to a nkola na bitimi affect omo
na baby ya dua si de me ne wa hu enya asem papa nti me so kra mete na me yam hyehyeme enu nti na me se me gya me bibi ato na ma di akiri na me ne mpanyifo ya behwe na kwan bi ye pese e fa so ana e fa so a ebe boa ama asomdwe aba ama obi asore na okona fu ma onim se me enkote asembo ne bi wo adwuma se me fie se bi gyatom ana bibisa ye ba inso no kra no panyini ya ma ye hu se ba bi bebri wo ho a ne ma tochema a ye koye nim ye behwe ne ne omunyina be ka bom na ya ye wo hwe pools no nso bi nso a bi nso ho a pro wase me de se odi kan ka kire me se omo anso eguso omo etusa na mo no yenso kakra ye so betimi aye as municipal assembly ne de abo omo ama sa na motu no mo tu no ebewie peyo no yenso ye be ye ne de aboa after all municipal assembly no ho se ho ma Kintampo kuruduai ene timamufo yedie nti se timamufo ekwa ahokyire bi mu a MC mitimi ntina office ese me ba na me behwe ne ekoso enu nti na na maba se me so me ba behwe na kakra me mitim dia ye de aboa me manfo no ma ye na me de aboa
we aye Kintampo aye abankrachi Kintampo municipal assembly no omo abankrachi onunyamfo Michael Bafusa akode na ode aprobos ato an so hwe se nwuma hodo ekoso ode mpasua so no ekosan yana
court a ewesi hei court a na enye court building ntu hwa Kintampo kurudu yenya court building no hada we na ye local council local council no and ye converting no into court ntu hwa we ne court dan a edin kan a yesi Kintampo asase so a Kintampo is an ancient town. This is the first building, court building, properly so called court building. And you say be a dan be near the bibi and the assassin the use of it. No, this is the first of its kind. Now so sa plan we and our structure we no afi na judicial service and I say court adwumakuo no empanyifo no e de ato ekwan mu say obi opese osi court dan bia no we no be use na me no kasa de enchiremu ɛne nhwehwɛmu kyerɛ sɛ Kintampo ɛna adi kan a yɛsi yɛyusu saa plan no. We got it from the judicial service. Yɛyusu ɛde ayɛ saa de wiesi hɔ. Na sɛ ne yɛ nyina anim no court dan ɛnyɛ ɛyɛ ade a ɛboa sɛbi utu kwan kɔ aburukyire a na entiase bi nkɔ so ɛwɔ nipa mienu ntɛmu a ɛnyɛ sekan ɛnyɛ atuo ɛnyɛ agyan na mmom yɛkɔ baabi a yɛfrɛ no court na nokora no yɛkɔ akɔ biebie nsɛm no so yɛbɔ yɛn kuro wie a na court no a ɛnyansan mu no ade a baabi a wɔsi yɛde to no na yɛde ato no asomdwe aba nti yɛsi no sɛ 1 Kintampo ha yɛnsi court dan ɔhada 2 Bono Isia new region yi yɛni high court circuit court ne yɛwɔ ɛwɔ Techiman ti yɛsrɛ sɛ mpanyinfoɔ bɛhwɛ na wɔn bɛboa yɛn na nka yɛnya circuit court ne yɛsɛ nya high court wɔ ha ɛsiane sɛ ɛyɛ 2 chamber court chamber biara ne ana one side biara ɛwɔ ne biara sɛ judge a ɔwɔ high court ɛne circuit court obi enu obe cross akɔ ne yonko obi a wɔ ne baabi dan na esi hɔ no ɛsɛ ade 2 in 1 ɛne yɛde asi hɔ te yɛbɔ mpae sɛ mpanyinfoɔ a sɛ dwumadi ɛhyɛ wɔn nsa no wɔn bɛboa na bibia akɔ so ama Kintampoman
yɛka de hyɛma nyinaa sɛ yɛka sɛ boy fi UTV so wabɛka gyan ship house ɛwɔ ɛnkran ana yɛde brɛmu na yɛkɔ social media nsɛm bɛka yɛ a ɛkɔ bi na sɛ ankorankora bi ɛwɔ Ghana mamu a wɔkyɛ sɛ ahokyerɛ wɔ hɔ paa nti wɔn ɛde abɛfo kwan kratoɔ a wɔn ta ɛde kasa ɛdi dwuma wɔn sɛ #FixTheCountry na ho sɛ nyinaa yɛ hu CDC kɔ ne CDC ba wɔn bɛyɛ yɛ kyerɛ police for the kokɔ sɛ court nhwɛ no fa injunction to so wɔn nyɛ yɛ kyerɛ no ho nsɛm bebree na wɔn sɛ hwɛ so mama o man ye abonten so ye kire mpo a ye kire no ba ye internet so na mo hwe CDC ekofai
Fix the country #awaye ewo social media so ananka omanfo ya to onwa gu monten so a aposifo kwaje kotoda ede besi wonom ekwan na we mu nyina amma so no enya de a etete wo mu na wukọ social media so a ho he no mu fiti ase enu nti wo moto aso ewo ho enam so e ma se de o mu si ye no ewo online no ebi ensi da na omanfo yi ene Ghana fo a Ghana ho hia wo mu no wo mu ye videos twitwa mfonyini a wo mu kyerɛ sɛ nyoma hodo bi kɔso a ɛsɛfata sɛ wo mu ɛbɛyɛ ɛho adwuma ɛno nti wo mu etu anamon etwitwa mfonyini edit to social media so ɛno nam so ma wo soafo a wo yesikasam so wono mu yɛ press conference ɛne nsɛntwerɛfo hyiae ɛkasa de fa Ghana yesikasam ho na ano kwasiade ɛno ɛna wo mu ɛkyerɛ sɛ sansɛm wo manfo ka nyina no wo mu tu ho anamon.
I acknowledge that these are challenging times for many of us, and we, like almost all the countries in the world, are living through the worst economic crisis since 1918, the Spanish flu, and certainly since the Great Depression. Africa may potentially lose a decade of its economic growth because of the intervention of the pandemic. A time that has put a great burden on the necessities of lives and livelihoods never before seen in our recent history. Unfortunately, these external shocks have heightened Ghana's perennial problems, which we are committed to address as an administration. In extraordinary times, you should expect exceptional leadership from your administration or government. I truly believe we cannot ensure exceptional leadership without a collective effort from all of us. So I commend the youth for calling on government and leaders to be at their best. This shows the patriotism of Ghanaian youth, echoing the president's call to be a citizen and not a spectator. You have elected us to solve the problems that face this country. We will continue to work with you and other stakeholders to do just that.
Asante mantan so for nyafo Simon no se mensa adesade eto abatan anim se wo yoba na se wo a wase ye de se obatan no mefani agro
ensasem ye ka se women's day a ensonsono ye da mother's day entem ene se de di kan no eno de emanyina ene ye de kai wo mu na mother's day ne de ejina hɔ ma abatan a wodan subampedi watete wo mmofra ene mpo enipa wo ben wo mu nyina ama mmofra no so enya onan ejina so emfie dumiensani ena Hello FM ni Peace and Love Hospitals ene Breast Care International afibia dru ho ye ka bom nanka ye bodwa kese ema emma wo free chichiri ne bencheye eba emi ehwehwe wo nipadua mu ede che wo mu na ye wie nso ye nkyerɛkyerɛ fa wapomden ensem ho nanso afidie enam COVID-19 ti na ni pentimi nkotwa nhia no ye wo kasafidie so de friend say virtual celebration no ebi ene ekɔso eno nso nti ena mpanifo fa akwanya nso am ya de hia wo mu tie ye enipa miensa ye bo omaba so a eno ye Hello FM Special Mother Award ye de ma wo mu
Mother's Day ye de a celebrity ema wo abadaye ema enipa ema wo abadaye ema nkoda wo de abotre atete enkoda obi a ono achim akoda awo no obi a wakoji oba obi ba ene natena ana wakoji ne se wode ye ne ba ana impo step child na ye ka sa Mother's Day no enye Women's Day ana enye Females Day die otina ni hwe akoda ne yi e wo kwampa so eye na sede ti sede oba tan papa bi o so ye no enu mom na oye mother emame timisre oba bia se omomoden na onye na sede se eye efi a wo ye owarefo wonso a wonu obi batie hwe ne ti se wo awba na anya badaye ema akoda no eno na wo ka sa Mother's Day ya yidi ho
Dr. Mrs. Beatrice Yafia de efa akwanya no so kyerɛkyerɛ ebre no haw ahodo a abatan ne bi fam ebra yareɛ abesue wɔ mo so ɛna ɔka kyerɛ ɔman Ghana mu mpanimfo sɛ wɔsrɛ yɛnyɛ nhyehyɛye bi a ɛma ɛte saa no obenya ɛmoa ɛwɔ pomden kwan so
yɛnyina ni tua nneɛma a ɛma yɛ ɛwɔ society no but nea yɛhu ne sɛ ɔbɛnya breast cancer na aka ne nko a nti na ɛsɛ sɛ yenya system bi wo man no mu a ye de be support ema ebra wo makọ ahuhiahia mu nti ne BCI fund na ya no ye de jeje foto na ye de aboa ema sa kosi bra ibenya social support fund bi ye national sene oba ekwa ahuhiahia mu a obetimi akopemwa na ye de asa na yare
General Manager Edema Hello FM Ora Samson Kwame Nyameche enso ne UTV kase botwetwe nkomo no kyerɛ sɛ
penyimfo a enam wo so adwumadie Hello FM ebaaye eye Dr. Ose Kwame Despite ene ye managing director Dr. Father Dixon wo mo ne penyimfo ekabo mu sɛ Mother's Day bia no Hello FM your friends say corporate social responsibilities no yes we be ye bibi sonko e de amaye maame no efisi nim say ye maame no bre oba Ghana ha no ma okokumasi dwom okọ culture center okọ race course amachi be no nan obehu maamefo a wo mo etika so o makofa board ne banje o mo ba beton ni nyina no say se de be ye efie be ye de ne ma betimanya bibi ti maamefo ye niema pii e de ma ewiase nti no eduru a na wasa yeye
we dey ma kai e komko covid adawrement nkankan ne pa na covid ni ho no na ye wukumase na breast screening o ni ye nyina ye screening amo ye nyina tumi screening bi pa so se covid adawrement no screening virtual screening na ye konsem foforo mu a o man Ghana ye ni bi na so ye hu se ya hya da so kakra na ye wo na se ye bo ho ban no ye hweso ye se ya hwefo de mani beto fam a UTV ye boda wuro de fa adan hodo egugu ho a ye sisi a ya managu na sai na nipa nya babi fani tinto we de nye babi odom tu beto kekewo babi kokosua de ma o mai daachi ene ne kankro University of Cape Coast panifo hu ni say e ho behia so mo tre adusua mu ene ti se wo ko ye agona nya akro mu a mampani da mas ene mahama asi hyiase so mu si yes you upon krabata bi wo se na be betu abom asuafo no tumi akọ na UTV akoko hwe se de ho kọ no no kwasem ni na e moboye pa
atame sablu so ne si dan no edan yesi so no contractor no we wi dan no so option no be black no scan number wo ye dwuma nia but pa fo go no wonto bi aka wo hwe si se we fu papa dan no ye kura na so won ye bi kura kia pia de ye betu aye hotel ma ye je sabang so betu ma tuana mo a ontu ana mo no be bi me kakra
agwan ya kroma ase no edwuma ni aba boy se omo kroma anya pa edwuma hwe ye mfa ye example university esiwe omo ebesi university dey so many years muntum mba ye ne hwe sisi aka nrem mma essay at least yen police station bi wo ha ana election time ni du no wod ne kukuku wo besom ntum anya hwe ye na akwan ye da se wo ye wa afefru mo so won fa ne nkobla eskuma obedu na wa wo kwen university ne de yesre no a on bebie so bie university na obia nsa betumi aden akona no obi wo betumi esidan e de bia ma high ama wan a wo student on beba no and university na aka rem we ye gboso mpa yo se ye de yo ye hu
abundant university na ye we si esi rem hon ma aka ho no ma wo na de mbga na de na ho efu na de no hu hia pa se o be se wo hwe na aban be so ye ka kire na na do se ye sira no ombla no me so ye krom agran ya krom o me so ye anfe ye bla university na esi won no ye bla ankasa won no me so na won ye na edwuma bla krom na ye krom ha ye hyew na enye mofla kuro na ye wa no
na mumma MP nso na sonte sen MP ye friend Cynthia Morrison Aguna West MP no mumma na sonte no no so mbabua onhye mikina na ban nanim bra no ho so onhu se sika wa dompo enwura no mboni no mbabua school no ma mbofra wa ha so wonya baby pa emfa wonan ensi
ku na esi wo no ndc fo abless no omo se omo ye na esi ade ne se obi ye ade a no obi tie kiri se ade na o ye no enye aban bi aba na obi ohun o condemn ade na o ye no nti obi so ba ade na wa condemn dadaw edu ntimi sa so metua de wo ade na wo se enye no bele na obetua so na ya ma ade na ka ho no ade se na yesre omo so metua so na omo wie ne preku na ya se be ka ho no ma menkofo akura akọ toilet o
adishima ma mumie ntwan wo ye ba kase bo na ebeto so